I always forget the fan. Why don't any of you remind me? I mean, just leave a comment telling me to like turn off the fan. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. I'm Justin, and I'm really happy to have you guys here as I listen to Marillion. I hope that's how you pronounce them. With the song Script for a Jester's Tear. I do not know anything of this band. I've heard them in passing on my days listening to Dream Theater, but I cannot say that I've ever listened to them. Actually, I know that I've never listened to them. Marillion are a British rock band formed in Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire, in 1979. Their genres are described as neo-progressive rock, symphonic rock, art rock, post-punk, and pop. I'm assuming like progressive rock, basically, is what I'm getting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I seriously appreciate it. Really, it does mean a lot to me. You know, I do this because I have fun with it and because I want to listen to more music, and I do it on my own anyway. So this channel, even though yes, it's a little bit of work, it's not so much work that it makes me feel bad, like, oh, I have to do this. I'm doing this because all these bands that I bring here, I'm going to listen to them regardless. I'm going to give it a shot regardless. Why not film it for you guys? I may not always have something interesting to say, but I try. Let me know if there's things that you would change, what you want more of, what you want more, blah, 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 what you want more of, what you want less of. I'm open for suggestions. But anyways, let's get into it. This is Marillion with Script for a Jester. Jester's Tear. Script for a Jester's Tear. I'm sorry.
So here I am once more in the playground of a broken hearts. One more experience, one more entry in a diary self-bound. Yet another emotional suicide, overdosed on sentiment. rising sun of a martyr card with twisted smile to bleed the lyric for a song, to right the rights, to right my wrongs, epitaph to a broken man, to exercise the silent scream, the scream that's born from Saturn. I never did write that love song. The words just never seem to flow. No sad reflection that I gaze through perfection and examine the shadows on the other side of morning. Examine the shadows on the other side of morning. Promise waiting now awake. Promise waiting now awake. Awake. Escape from paradise with a shooting car. City chew on daffodils and struggle to answer why. As you grow up beneath the playground where you kissed your boots and on your arm. Remember the Jester that showed me tears, the scream of tears. So I hope that is forever when you wear your bridal gown, and the silence of my shame that you could sang the siren song has gone so again. I've done so in the day of the game.
I think that's the type of progressive rock that I like to listen to, right? If you guys have been here before, and most of you have, then you know that I like the progressive rock that it doesn't take a lot of steps outside of a boundary. It doesn't introduce weird instruments just for the sake of it, weird sections just for the sake of it, just to show off. It tells a nice cohesive story within the music, within the lyrics, within the whole story and themes of it, and they all work together very naturally. And that's what I felt that this song did. It worked together super naturally in all that they did. And even though they incorporated a lot of different elements, for example, and this is actually something I really liked, the drama of it all, right? The theatricalness, is that a word? Which absolutely, it totally makes sense given the theme, script for Jester's Tear. And I love that the music goes so much along with that theme and that title and the story that they're telling. I like the way that it opens up, and let me... Oh, my phone's ringing. So the song opens very somber. You can almost imagine this Jester, a clown, if you will, an entertainer that's made to be silly. You can almost imagine him sitting there as he sings these lines. So here I am once more in the playground of the broken hearts. I love that line, by the way. One more experience, one more entry in a diary, self-penned. Yet another emotional suicide, overdosed on sentiment and pride. Too late to say I love you, too late to restage the play, abandoning the relics in my playground of yesterday. Right? So you have this Jester that's, like I said, just visualization. You have this Jester, you have this person that's mourning, that's sad over something that they didn't do in the past. And it's interesting because this Jester, obviously, they have the appearance of being happy. They have to have that appearance of being happy and having joy, right? And being silly for the sake of others' entertainment. But I love how it says, yet another emotional suicide. He did this to himself, this emotional pain that happened. Overdosed on sentiment and pride. I think that's a very well-written lyric and very thoughtful. Overdosed on sentiment and pride. So much pride. Maybe he thought things were going to go one way. I'm assuming with this woman, maybe he wanted to be with her, and he was so prideful he thought, yeah, this is gonna work, and it didn't. Right? He overdosed on his own pride and sentiment. And now it says, too late to say I love you. Too late to restage the play. He can't set up everything again. Right? Because that's what you do in a play. You set it up. You have your props, you have your actors, you have everything the way it's supposed to be so that the scene can play out. But here he says it's too late. He can't do that. He can't set it up the way it was before. It's a missed opportunity. And I think lyrically and story-wise, it's very well written. I love the way it's written, actually. I'm losing on the swings, I'm losing on the roundabouts. No matter what he does, he's losing. No matter where he is, he's losing. And then the game is over, and that's when the drums and everything kind of kicks in and really drives that point over the edge. Yeah, I think this, writing-wise, I really enjoy this song. And when I mention that musically, this is the type of progressive rock I like. The technicality and the skills of the musicians comes out as they play the song and in their songwriting, and it flows super well. Nothing comes out of nowhere and hits you in the gut. Everything's where it needs to be. And I think that's just a mark of composition. A lot of bands like to insert sections in their songs, especially in progressive music, that to me, they just don't fit. They just take you out of it. Does it sound cool on its own? Sure. On its own, if you were just to hear that section, yeah, it sounds awesome. But when you look at that section in the bigger scheme of everything, it just doesn't fit, you know? I like progressive rock that puts that flow and that structure first, because then it actually makes sense and sounds good. I love the synth work right here. And then his vocals and this break. All of it just adds another layer to the song, to this break, and I like it a lot. This is what I like. It introduced the element of that new sound through the synth, but it's not something that's overbearing. It's just another layer to add on to this song and this section as a whole. And I think this is really well done, the whole thing right here. And then you get the powerful climax. Like, everything in this song flows really well and works really well. Oh, and I didn't even really talk about it, I'm sorry. I didn't even talk about his voice. I really like his voice because it's soft, it's intimate when it needs to be. It's epic without being epic. It does its job perfectly. So here's where I come at a point. I don't know if I would listen to this song again, but I did enjoy it and I do like it, so I might. So I'm not quite sure if this is on my list or not because I liked it. I think I would listen to it again outside of this. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I think I would. It just barely makes it, and that's not a quality of it being a bad song or a good song. It's just being honest if I would actually listen to it after leaving this room, and I think I would. So let's toss Marillion script for Jester's Tear on the list. Seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You guys make this fun for me to do. You know, if I was doing this on my own and no one's really watching I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't do it. I mean, you do it because you want people to watch and you want people to enjoy it. But you guys make this like journey worth going on camera. So continue to watch me here. Join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments down below for discussion. I love talking to you guys. And I'll see you later.